Hi everyone. I'm so sorry that I was late there. The weirdest thing. Normally, the problem I have with cameras is this one, whereas the one on my laptop is normally fine. Today, it was the other way around. And I tried rebooting, I tried restarting, I tried troubleshooting, couldn't get anything to work. There's a tiny little latch above the webcam which just switches it between on and off. And that's what had been switched. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, thank you for your patience. If you're still here, thank you so much. If you're not here, well, if you're not here, then why am I talking to you? But I know sometimes people watch on catch up or they watch on YouTube. So hello to everybody who's watching on catch up or on YouTube or on Twitch or the other places that this streams to. So hello. Right. And I do have two projects for you, which they're in my head rather than able to show you straight off, but I'm gonna give this a try. It's not quite a Wing It Wednesday because I do have a plan, but I'm gonna do cards first, and then I've got a little 3D project that I want to share with you, really quick and easy. It's super cute. Let's flip to the good stuff. So first of all, before I do the 3D one, I'm going to be using this bundle here. So this is the Friends for Life bundle. And I'm using it specifically for these dies, which I think are really cool. So these dies, you have got the word which says friend. So you've got the thin script writing, and then you've got the layer that goes behind it. And then you've got these really cool pieces here. So it looks like a heart, but actually it's two hearts. So if I peel this off, you've got the heart outline, and then you've got this piece here with all the leaves on it. So this is what I'm planning on using, and I have an idea that I want to try. I'm going to do it using, hey Stacey, lovely to hear from you. Oh goodness, I hope your surgery has gone well, but I am really glad you're here. Fabulous. We shall chat more. I am going to be showing off these papers. So these are the Full of Life papers, which you've seen me use before, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to use, because I'm going to do the same card, but in two different colorways. So I'm going to, you see, I was going to do one in greens and one in blues, but now I'm thinking I might do one in spots and one in squares. Let me know what you think, because the plan again is to do one with a black focus and the other one with a white focus. So you guys have a think about the papers. What do you think I should do? The starbursts in green and blue, or should I do the multicolours but dots and squares? Hey Debbie, glad you're here. You guys have a wee vote about our options are starbursts or circles and squares. Have a wee think about that while I pull together the card blanks. So as I say, I'm going to do one in black and one in white. So I'm just going to get these chopped up and ready. That's just my standard white. I actually want my thick white for the background. Last week I wasn't here because I was on holiday. Hey Marion, you like the idea of the starbursts? Multicolours. Oh, you see, they're all multicolored, Debbie. So is it the multicolored starbursts or the multicolored circles and squares? Yeah, last week I wasn't here in person because I was on holiday, but I did record a video for you, which I hope you enjoyed, one of the newest kits. There are two new kits which have just come out today. One of them is actually not available in the UK right now because it's got stuck with shipping, but it should be coming over in a couple of weeks' time. The other one is available today and it is lovely. And when they are both available, I will have them to show you because, as you know, I love the kits. I love using the other stuff as well, as we're doing today, but the kits are a lot of fun. So I'm just doing these standard card bases. Circles and squares. Well, you see, that's no good if one of you votes for Starburst and one of you votes for circles and squares, because now it's a tie. Speaking of voting, I'm not going to get all political, but please do remember to vote tomorrow. Whoever it is that you decide to vote for, please remember to do it. People fought and died so that we would have the right to vote, especially for women to have the right to vote. So please do exercise your democratic right and go and vote. And don't forget your ID, because you have to have ID with you, a passport or a driving license or a birth certificate. Make sure you take ID with you, and please do go and vote tomorrow. And that's all I'm going to say on, because I don't want this to get all very political. So, right. Cutting these to the size that I want, making them just slightly smaller than, I'm just doing a standard card blank and then a standard layer to go on top. So kind of got my black card blank with a white layer and my white card blank with a black layer. Although I may yet change my mind on that. So I fully reserve the right to change my mind. I fully reserve the right to do both circle, squares and starbursts at this point. Do you know what? I'm going to start off with a starburst. Am I? No, I'm going to start off with a square. Make your mind up, Emma. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this so that it layers up onto my card blank. I've done my card blank a little bit squint. That's annoying. Let's just see if I can correct that. I should have used my bone folder the first time. There we go. Easy fix. It's very rare that we do something that we can't fix again. So let's cut this down to size. Just 10. So this is cut to 10 centimeters by 14.3. And that fits onto my card blank like that. Okay. Onto the card blank like that. See, even then, I haven't decided which way up it should go. Whether this is going to be a landscape card or a portrait card. Let me pull out the die, which I swear I had a minute ago. There we go. There we go. Right. Now, I'm thinking ahead. Yeah. Thinking ahead, I am going to cut this heart out of these beautiful squares. But because I then want to do something with all these little bits, what I'm going to do is, you remember what we say for intricate dies? The best way to do intricate dies is to use adhesive sheets. And the trickiest thing about using adhesive sheets is remembering to put them on before you run it through your die cutting machine. So that's what we're going to do now. We have remembered. Huzzah! So I'm going to cut that out about there. So I want this to be on the other side. I feel with my fingers to see where it is. There we go. And I need another bit. Maybe about half of that. hope everybody is well. Stacey, I'm glad to hear that you've been recovering. Debbie and Marion, feels like we haven't chatted in ages. Debbie, did you have a nice holiday? I know you were away. Marion, I hope your house move has gone well. Must seem like the dim and distant past now, but I hope you're all settled in. Must see you again soon for some crafting. Right, let's get this ready. So got my cut and emboss. Going to line this up, put it through. And because it's intricate and because I've got the 2 layers, because remember there's the adhesive sheets on the back, I'm going to run that through twice. Now then, you can see it's all come out. It's all come out very nicely. So I'm going to pop this out. You see already I'm liking this. Because look at that. Already, just cutting the die out, you've got this colour and you've got this beautiful, the dark shines through. So already, just that by itself, I really like that. But we're not finished, oh no. Right, let's poke all of these out. All these pieces down to one side. And this time I'm gonna cut this out. Learning to walk again, Stacey, that sounds really hard. You have been so brave, well done. And you only have to wear it when you're out and about. You need to do what the doctors say. Got to be safe above all. So, but I'm certainly glad to hear you're on the road to recovery. I must check and see. I don't know if you got a copy of the latest catalogue, Stacey. If you haven't, let me know and I will pop one in the post to you, and it will give you some nice ideas and inspiration. There's so many different ideas and techniques and fancy things in this catalogue. So if you would like a copy, drop me a wee message. Very happy to pop one in the post to you. Right, now you see that's very cool. Just out of interest, see, you could use the die cut out like that. You need one as well, Marion. Don't tell me you haven't got a copy. I was sure I'd sent one out to you. My apologies. Why have you not had a copy? I thought I put one. I know there was a parcel went out with stuff that Debbie and you had ordered, but I'm sure it had catalogues in it. But apologies, Marion, if you don't have one. And Stacey, you don't have? Right, that's my job for tomorrow then, is to get those catalogues out to both of you. I am terribly sorry. Marion, I was sure you had one already, but I apologise profusely, and I will get that sorted first thing tomorrow. Right, so having cut out this shape, I'm actually going to cut the whole, am I going to cut the whole heart out? See, now I'm doubting myself. Before I do that, let's just slow down a little, because if I put this on here and just have it with a whole black background, because what I could do and what I was about to do is just cut that heart out so that you just had the frame. I'm so sorry, Marion. I didn't mean to miss you. Please forgive me. Right. I'm going to stick this down to my white card blank. Just going to put little dots of glue in these little bits as well. Not masses, because I don't want them to get in the way. Just little bits. Could have used adhesive sheets on this as well. That would have been sensible. Right. So that's my white card blank with my black heart cut out like this. But now what I want to do is, and this is the bit that might be a little bit fiddly, I'm going to use my take a pick tool. I'm going to peel off the backings of all these little bits, and we're just going to fill in the holes. Goodness, I don't know what it's like with you guys, but apocalyptic rain has just started outside. As my gran would say, it's absolutely torrential. It is really, really lashing it down. And it was quite lovely earlier, but it certainly is plummeting down now. So this, I don't think it's going to take too long to do, but I do have quite a few little bits to peel off. This is where the adhesive sheets really come into their own. Can you imagine if you had to put Tombow on for each of these? This way, you just drop them in place. These are quite pretty. What do you think of these papers, guys? Oh, you forgive me, Marion. Thank you so much. It's lashing down with you too, Stacey. Yes. So much for a Scottish summer, eh? Well, I have just been on holiday to Faro in Portugal, and we had the most amazing time. It was relaxing, it was peaceful. I sat by a pool with a glass of wine and a good book and just chilled out, and it was lovely. If I close my eyes, it's like going back to my happy place. It's almost like I'm there again. And then I open my eyes and I see the pouring rain outside, and I realise I'm back in Scotland. The biggest drama that we had, it wasn't even the holiday itself, it was getting back. Our flight, oh goodness, that was thunder and lightning. Goodness, if it was thunder and lightning, that's a lot of thunder. Might just be the wind. Goodness, it's very noisy outside. Yeah, coming back from our holiday, we had a little bit of a drama. Our flight was delayed by about 40 minutes due to thunderstorms, incidentally. And it meant that we landed in Glasgow well after not well after midnight, but it was after midnight by the time we got into the airport. And this was on the Saturday night, and we could not get a taxi for love nor money. Uber started off at £20, which is about standard, and then it went up to 25, then it went up to 30, then it went up to 38, then it went up to 42. When it hit over 50 quid for a taxi, we kind of gave up on Uber at that point, because I know they have surge pricing when it's busy, but that's just ridiculous. Who pays over £50 for a taxi that's normally around about 20? So when it got to 1 o'clock in the morning, I was getting really worried. I thought, I'm going to have to phone my dad and get him to get out of bed and rescue us, because there's no buses at that time of night. And we tried so many different taxi companies, and I thought, we're going to end up spending the night here. At one point, Tom did suggest that we walk, but at 1 in the morning with suitcases, I didn't really fancy it. We did manage to get a tax in the end, thank goodness, but it was a very close rung thing. And I'm not going to lie, I was quite concerned. How do you like this? Do you think this is coming together quite nicely? I like it. On one hand, I was thinking it could have just been easier to cut out this shape and then put the paper behind it. But I'd already cut out the shape from here. So this way, you're basically getting what we call a two for the price of one. The die cuts out the outline, but then the pieces, rather than discarding them, you piece them together. It's almost like stained glass. It's actually quite fun to do. And as you can see, it hasn't taken too long. It helps if you've got a pokey tool, something to pick off the backing paper. And yes, I would definitely recommend using the adhesive sheets for this. I'm glad you like it, Stacey. Thank you. Right, one more to go and then that's us. And that has really come together nicely. Oops. Oh, no, it is this way round. Is it? Yeah, there we go. Right. So this one I think I'm just going to stick straight down to the black. Let's get some trusty Tombow around the edges. Let's peel off the rest of the adhesive sheets because that'll help stick down all those little bits. Oh, by the way, in the new catalogue they have a section on all of the different glues and what you use them for. So I remember somebody at one of my retreats asking the question, you know, what do you use each of the glues for? And I'm sure we gave an answer at the time, but now it's in the book and it explains it all for you. So you've got it as a reference tool to have at any time, which I think is really handy. So there we go. So as I say, that's a card that we would call a twofer because we cut the shape out and used it on here, but then all the little bits we stuck down into the shape on here. So now just to finish this off, what we need is, I need to use this one here. So let's get, oh no, use my scraps. Trying to get better at using up scraps rather than always just lifting full sheets every time. Will that fit on? Depends if it fits though. No, it's not going to fit. Let's see if I can find a bigger scrap. That'll work. And then, right, I had it right here. Yeah. Ooh, now you see, decisions. You lot can help me. I have got 3 different options. So I've got, not that one. Is this the same as this? Just let me check. It is. 2 different options. So we've got the silver and gold sheets. Now these ones I have to say are probably the ones I'm going to use because these are adhesive backed already. So we could use the silver or the gold. I'm tempted to use gold on this one and silver on that one. or gold on both of them. Pink glitter. You think the pink glitter would look nice. So this pink is the Pretty in Pink. But we've got other options in here as well. I mean, you've just jumped straight to pink, but wait till you see what our other options are. So this is the In Colour glimmer sheets. So the pink is that top one, but you've got the Petunia Pop, you've got the Summer Splash, you've got the Shy Shamrock, and you've got the Peach Pie, I think it's called. I'm very tempted to go for the kind of orangey peachy one because of the colours there. We could do the pink for the other one, or here's the question. Should it be this pink, the pale, or the dark? The Petunia Pop for this one. And I'm going to layer it up on black. So, see, I'm wondering, because is this... You might just have to trust me on this one, Marion. I think the pale pink would look better. Do you know what? I'll do one of you, all three of them, and we can decide, because the colours of the card here, we've got a colour that would pass as the pale pink, but the petunia is just not quite the right shade for the others. But I'll do one of each, and we'll see how it goes. Let's get my adhesive sheets, because this one's definitely going to need adhesive sheets. Just for the black card. You see the black one, I really want to use this orange. I think this would go really nicely with the oranges. Or in the, do you know what? I'm going to do one of each, and then we can see, because you do have a good eye for colour, Marion. Let me cut them all out, and then we can see which one's going to look best. So I'm just gonna, I think we need about a 2 inches by 2 inches by 3 1/4. So hey Karen, don't worry, I was late starting as well. You know that timekeeping can be a bit flexible on this channel. My husband is very familiar with. My timekeeping in general is quite flexible. Just while I'm cutting these, I didn't do the talky bit at the start like I normally do, but there is a special promotion that has started this. Oh goodness, it's July and I've still got June's code up. Right, I will sort that as well. My apologies. But now that we are in July and no longer in June, please don't use that code. There is a special offer that has started this month. So it's an offer called Bonus Days. So basically, for every £45 that you spend in July, you will get a coupon code which will give you £4.50 off your order in August. So it's a really good deal. It means that you get a chance to spread out your purchases. You might want to get a couple of things this month and a couple of different things next month. But if you spend this month, then you will save next month. It's really good for things like the new kits that have just come out. I know we've had a few new kits recently, but there will of course be new kits that come out in August. And I think I told you that one of the kits that's due to come out for us in July is stuck in shipping. So it's not going to come until later on in the month. It's going to come around about the 16th, they reckon. So that might be something that you would want to consider. Right. It is very sparkly, Karen. Very sparkly. We have been playing with dyes and paper and we've done a bit of piecing together of these cards. I want to do them in white as well as in black. I know we've just done the black version so far, but I am going to use one of the starbursts and I'm going to do a white version. And then I've got that 3D project that I want to show you, which looks complicated, but it's actually dead simple. So, but one thing at a time. Let's do these first. So, back up with my cut and emboss. Move that out of the way. All right. See, I'm thinking, should I use I'm not going to use the adhesive sheet on the black. I'm just going to do it as it is and hope for the best. And we'll soon find out if that's a bad idea or a good idea. Let's cut this out. Plate on top. The Christmas catalogue. So for demonstrators, we get to see the Christmas catalogue in August, and then customers will get to see in September. So when I will be able to pre-order my catalogues in August, and I will be sending them out to my VIP customers and friends. Obviously, for those who are interested in signing up and becoming a demonstrator, you can get the Christmas catalogue stuff in August, and you can add it into your catalogue, into your starter kit order if you chose to. But yeah, the main catalogue for Christmas comes out in September. You may also have seen, hopefully you have seen, there has been an email, my Christmas in July class, which is going to be in the 20th of July. I do still have some spaces left, but they are filling up fast. So if that's something you're interested in, it is using brand new Christmas items, which have just been released this month as part of online exclusives. So I've got a fabulous all-day Christmas in July extravaganza that if you would like more information, then check out my website or check out the Facebook page. There's a post about it, and I will be sending another email shortly to make sure everybody has all that information. It's for people who want to get ahead of the game on their Christmas cards. Christmas in July can be a good way to get started and to get some of those projects ticked off your list. Right, let's put this down here. Put that over there. See, even that, you could save the outcut bit and do something with that. Oh, I'm terrible at throwing anything out, as my husband knows. Although, for those of you who have been to my house, you will be amazed when you next come, because I have done so much tidying in this craft room. I was at the Crafters boot sale in Kilmarnock and got rid of a lot of my retired stuff. I've got a lot of retired stuff on eBay as well as at the moment, so keep an eye on my eBay page if you like a bargain, or if you're looking for some retired items. I would highly recommend that. The recent retired stuff, though, is disappearing very quickly. Very, very quickly indeed. All right. So here are 2 cards where we've got so far. My classes, Stacey, are held in Cardonald. It's very close to the Crookston train station, or there is lots of on-street parking if you are coming by car. So you've got a lot of different options to get here. There's buses nearby as well. Right. Let's see which ones we think are going to be best. See, I really do think having the orangey gold on that one with the orange Although, let's have a look, see what the pink, see that? Does look nice as well. Put that on there. And then I've got this pink one too. What do we think, gang? I do have the little dots for the eye, don't worry. Or at least I've got two of them. Don't know where the third one's gone. It might just be gone forever. That's alright, I can cut another one out. But, okay. Yeah, the two layered on top of each other is too much. You can't actually read them. Oh, yeah, you see, you can't read that either. It just gets lost. It does need to go on the black. Have to agree, the orange on the black. I think it does. It really does look really striking because it ties in with the oranges and the heart there. And so then for this one, it's just to decide whether it's the pale pink, that one, or the petunia, the deeper pink. I don't know if it's easy to see, but the pink there is not the same shade of deep pink as these colours up here. It does clash slightly. I know it is bolder. It's not the same. It's more like a purple against it rather than a pink. Whereas the pretty in pink is that same shade of pink up in the corner. So it's a 5-minute walk from the train station. It's very easy to get to. There is a set of stairs to go up from the train station, but you can go the longer way around through the estate. I'm more than happy to give you directions. The price is on my website, and of course I can't remember it right now. Let me just have a quick check, because I did have the flyer. So it's £52 for a full day, and that does include all the products you need, plus your lunch, plus a goodie bag of products that you'll be taking home with you afterwards. You need to bring your own glues, and if you have a trimmer or scissors, things like that. So I'll put the link in afterwards. I'll send you the information that you can take a look at, Stacey, see if it's something you'd be interested in. Right, let me peel off the backing here and start sticking these down. These dies are really pretty, and this glimmer paper is just so fabulous. I think that's more thunder outside. Crazy. It's July. We shouldn't be getting thunder and lightning. We should be having sunshine and lovely weather. And then I remember that this is Scotland and this is fairly standard for winter. Oh no, I've just pinged that tiny little dot for the eye and it has gone. Right, do you know what? We'll abandon that for just now. Let's do this other one. No, it's not in a community centre, Stacey. It's in my home, where I've booked it here for just now to see how numbers are going to be. If we get lots and lots of people that I can't fit into my house, then I will look at moving it to a hall that we've used in the past. But I do have quite a large house. I've got a nice large craft room, and so I've had classes here, quite a few. So Debbie and Marion, you've been for classes here. Karen's been to events as well. So I'm sure people will tell you my home is not scary and it is nice. And my husband is very nice too. Right, let's see if I can very carefully pick up this piece this time. There we go. I think the eye's more noticeable on this one because you do have the bit. There we go. Right. Can't believe that bit pinged away. You know, I'm probably going to find it later on tonight. I take my dress off, it'll fall onto the floor. Oh, I've stuck that down already. Okay, this one, yeah, do you know what? I should probably have put adhesive sheets on the back of the black as well. But let's just use Tombow. It's much thicker than the other one. The other words were very, very thin, and so it would have been tricky to get it all the way around. Craft room envy, Karen. It's much tidier now. You need to come back. My craft room is so much tidier after I was at the Crafters boot sale, which, by the way, guys, there's going to be another one in September. So if you're interested in, it's basically the Crafters boot sale. It's like going to a normal boot sale, but it's all crafting supplies, which is very cool. It's in Kilmarnock. I will be sharing the details on my Facebook page, but it's in September. So make sure you get that date in your diary. What do we think? Do we like these ones? I think they're quite nice. Now, I was thinking about adding more bling around the side here, but I actually don't think it needs it. I think they kind of stand up well on their own. So we've got one that's with the black card background that just had the die cut shape, and then all those pieces were stuck into this one. So the black layer on a white background and all the little bits kind of paper pieced into there. And then the friend dies along the bottom. Right, let me do the Starburst one because I do want to try this and I think it's going to look pretty. And I'm going to again do one in black and one in white. So let's get my card blanks, which I had cut earlier, there they are. And I moved all the glimmer paper. They kind of got buried. So let's do this. I should have asked for the other ones. Did you have a preference? Which is your favourite? The coloured squares with the cutout, or the black with the coloured squares inlay? Do you have a preference? Which one do you think is best? I think they both kind of work, but let me know in the comments which one you like best. And let's do it again. Now, what I'm going to do with this one is I want the starburst to be in the center of my card. So I'm actually going to, see if you look there, I'm going to trim the top of the bottom, and I'm just going to kind of gauge this by eye for that top bit. So what am I taking off? Taking off about 2 millimeters, basically. And then in the other direction, where's the bit I've just cut? So just take 2 millimeters off there. And now this one, I'm going to take it down to my 14.3, which means I've got slightly more off of one end than the other, but that's okay because I want it to fit in the center of my card. And then I'm going to do the same for the horizontal. So let's take it to about there. It's me taking off about 2.6. Yes, Stacey, that's no problem. I will send you the information and you can let me know. You can pay on the 12th. That will be fine. Right. So there we go. I've got that cut and into the center there. So again, I need a black layer cut. Should fit on nicely. Perfect. Right, so this time it's my heart. Where's my friend? Would I still have space? Because now you see the petunia pop, absolutely beautiful with this colour. So this is going to work really well. And I think I want to do it in the centre. If I do it up at the top, I don't think it's going to be quite as nice. I'm going to do it in the centre of this one. Actually, do I do it this way? But then my friend isn't going to fit. No, I need to do it this way around. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh. Okay, I will be back in a minute. Please hold. Alright guys, you might see me have a meltdown live on camera here. You know how some people are scared of spiders? I'm not scared of spiders, and that wasn't a spider. It was a moth, and I am very, very scared of moths. So forgive me, but I have, this is called an executioner, and you can use it to zap bugs. And if I see that moth again, we're going to have a bit of a moth zapping session. I'm just going to put this close by, and I'm going to power on through. I'm not going to panic, and you're all going to tell me that I'm being very brave and that moths can't hurt me. Please. I'm really scared of moths. I don't know where it's gone. This is freaking me out somewhat. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Emma, it'll be fine. Keep going. Okay. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Right. I'm going to put this in the centre. I'm having an idea though. Okay, stick with me. I've had an idea here that might work, but it also might not, but we're going to give it a try. Hi Mum. You know I really don't like moths. Oh. My mum really does not like spiders. Thankfully there are no spiders here. I am going to have another mini meltdown if that moth comes back. Oh dear. Dear oh dear. Okay. I have an idea for this one, but I'm going to do it in this orientation. Okay, so I've got that in the centre. So So I'm going to put this on the other side. Right. Please hold. It's dead. I got it. Oh dear. That was really quite scary though. I am not good with moths at all. Could you cut it on the black and place the DSP behind? You mean like this? This is the one that we did before. But what we did was we cut it out of the DSP and then used the bits that we had cut out to make a second card. So it's called a two for the price of one. So that's what we're going to do again. So trust the process. We're going to cut this out in this colour. Let's see. I did get it. I'm very glad that I got it. I would not have been comfortable in this room if I hadn't got it. There must be people out there who are like me, who do not like creepy crawlies or moths or spiders or wasps or... Yes, it's gone. It's fine. Right, let's put this on down the centre. And cut through it. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it twice because it's an intricate die and I do have the adhesive sheets on the back, which adds an extra layer. Right, same as before, we're going to very carefully poke all of these little pieces out. And they've got the adhesive sheet on the back, so they'll go in nice and easily. Same as we did last time. Let's just pull that die off. There we go. And just those bits from the edges. They're all there. That's fine. Right. So now, because you see, I think that looks really striking, having that on the black background. But I'm going to do something different with this one compared to the last one. Just trust me, trust the process. I'm going to cut off 3 centimetres from that side and 3 centimetres from the other side. It's going to be around about this point that we realise that the heart wasn't completely centred, but that's going to be okay. Right. Do you know what? We're going to take off another ½ centimetre from that side. Are we? No, we're not. Stick with what you were going to do, Emma. Right. I'm going to take this in to the 3 centimetre mark. I'm going to put my blade in the centre and I'm going to trim it. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so now we've got a shape that looks a bit like this. Okay, this is going to go in the centre there, like that. And then these pieces, I'm going to trim off ½ centimetre from there. centimetre from there. Okay, let's stick this down. So peel off my adhesive sheet first. And use a bit of trusty Tombow around the sides. You like this style as well, Stacey, thank you. Let's put that in the centre panel. Like so. The adhesive sheets will help stick down all of those tiny little pieces. Let's now stick down my side strips. Now, one thing you could do, those side strips, you could cut them off completely and have a card that just opened up like that and have these bits that stuck on down the side. But there's a reason that I'm doing it at the front, which will hopefully become obvious in a minute. Let me stick that on. I do love this Starburst paper. Although I'd really do want to start calling it Starbucks, Marion, after you called it Starbucks paper. There we go. Okay, so now you've got it on the front with these 3 strips. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get use a piece of window sheet. Window sheet is just acetate. Don't need to be afraid of using it. And I'm going to cut this piece to 14.3. Now, where's that friend gone? Right, what I'm going to do is, I need my tear tape. Let me get my, actually, do you know what? No, I am going to use tear tape. One moment, caller. There we go. Okay. I am going to put my acetate on the top here. I'm going to do strip that's closest to me first. I'm going to put bits of tear tape on the furthest edge, so the edge that's closest to me. I'm going to peel these off. And then watch this. I'm going to hold the strip in place. I'm going to take that strip down and I'm going to place it back in over the top again. And that will now hold the acetate onto the back of that strip in the position that I wanted it to be in. So I'm going to do the same again here. So using these lines to guide me, I'm going to put tear tape there. Tear tape is fabulous stuff because you literally just tear it. Yes, Mum, we have already spotted that the June code needs changing and I will put a July code up very soon. The card blanks that I use, so Stacey, I use what's called a C6 card blank. So it's basically half of a sheet of A4. American sheet sizes are a different size to ours. Ours are A4, so basically half of A4 will give you these card blanks that will also fit in our envelopes. Right, so now we've got this acetate panel that goes across at the front, and that is where we're going to stick this friend piece that we cut out earlier. Yes, Hazel is my mum, my lovely mother, who is very talented herself and is probably where I got my creative side from. There we go. Let's stick that on. See, this is another reason why I'm glad I used the adhesive sheets, because Tombow on acetate does not stick well at all. Right, so there we are. We've got our Starburst card with the friend at the top, but then that layer lifts up to reveal the heart underneath. And then all we need now is just a white layer there to do the sentiment. And this is called a bridge card. So what do you think? Do you like that one? Is that one that you could make yourself? It's not complicated. You just cut an extra strip and then a bit of window sheet, a bit of acetate. Quite pleased with that. Okie dokie, let's use our remaining pieces. So let's get our black card and let's use this die again. I do love this die. Let's pop it through. Don't need to worry about keeping the black inserts. We're not going to use them. So we have our black piece here that we're going to stick down onto our card blank. There we go. Let's put glue on the other side. Now you see, this time I forgot to put the little dots of glue on the bits in between. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference, but we'll soon find out. Okay, let's piece together all of these bits. Now, what actually does help, you know how in a jigsaw puzzle you have the lid to copy? This is almost like a reverse jigsaw puzzle, so I know which pieces go where. I used the sticky adhesive sheets on the back before I started. Makes this a lot easier. Yeah, do you know what? If I'd stuck that down, that would have been easier as well. You live and learn. You can learn from my mistake, so you don't make the same mistakes I do. This one goes along the side here. I really, really do love these papers. Especially these ones, the blues, the purples, they are totally my colours. I like the orange and reds and pinks as well, but these blues and purples, just perfect. Perfect for me. Using a pokey tool to help peel off the adhesive backings does make it a lot easier. And this bit, I do think it's a bit like filling in a jigsaw. Filling in all these tiny little pieces. I say all these tiny little pieces. Has anybody counted the holes to see how many there are? I don't think there's that many. 20 at most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, before I count them all, how many do you think there are? I think it could be less than 20. The heart die, Mum, is from a bundle called Friends for Life. So that's the stamp set, and the dies are called the Friends for Life dies. So you've got leaves as well, you've got this kind of ripped piece, you've got the heart, and you've got the Friends die that we were using earlier. So It's actually the one that goes with this suite. So the page in the catalogue that's got these papers. Have I done that? I've done that in the wrong place. See if I can peel it off. Too busy chatting. There we go. Goes there. Yeah, the page in the catalogue that's got these papers, the Full of Life suite. This is the set that goes with. So it is a fabulous suite. The ribbon is beautiful. The embellishments are beautiful. The papers are just to die for. I think I'm on my second pack of papers by this point, because I've been using them so much. I'm going to a Stampin' Up event at the weekend, and I was making my swaps, and I've used these papers for my swaps. I don't want to show you just now because I want them to be a surprise for people at the event, but I will take a photo and put it on the Facebook page so you can see them later. I've lost count. Has anybody else been counting? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. See, I feel like I'm at this halfway mark, and this is piece 10. So there must be about 20 in this set. Now you see it's blue skies again out there. My mum doesn't live too far from me. I wonder if you've had the thunder and lightning and torrential rain that we've just had, or maybe it's on its way out to you. Stacey said she'd had bad weather as well, bad rain. Ooh, comes from down there. This is why looking at the cutout piece does help, using it like the lid of the jigsaw puzzle. The colours help as well, so I know that it's blues off to the left hand side and down at the bottom, whereas the right hand side is more the pinks and purples. With this starburst, it's almost like a butterfly effect. Some of these pieces, as I'm taking the backings off, they do look like butterfly wings. I've lost count again. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 pieces in total. Doesn't take that long to put together though. For anybody who's watching on catch up rather than live, I will not be offended if you fast forward. Those of you who are watching live, I'm sorry, you're stuck with me at this speed. Haven't yet figured out how to fast forward or pause real life. It's probably a good thing. Now while I'm doing this, I've only got a couple more pieces left. We need to decide what colour of friend we're going to put down at the bottom. I feel like it should be either a blue or a purple. The silver might look nice. Could do Petunia Pop again. I don't think I've got a blue one. Ooh, oh no, I was going to say I forgot Lost Lagoon, but I think that's retired now. The wrong shade of blue now, anyway. So, there you go. That's all those little pieces. So all the pieces that came out of there fitted into that second one. So 2 cards for the price of 1. You can get the train from Paisley Canal, Stacey, rather than Gilmore Street, because it's the canal line. So if you would go to Paisley Canal, you can get the train to our house. You've had heavy rain and winds, Mum. And then beautiful blue sunshine. Blue sunshine? Sunshine and blue skies. Right. Ooh. Now, do you know what? I was thinking I would do a sparkly one, but actually, and I've got some of this paper. Oh no, it's not quite big enough. See, I could have had that along the bottom. Do I want that along the bottom? No. I think we're better with glimmer, aren't we? Petunia pop. I think the petunia pop on this black one this time is going to be the way forward. Although, before I cut that out, let's just see. Remember those little offcuts that I had? I said we could use them again. Where's my petunia pop one? Can we do that? Is it too much? I think it's too much, isn't it? Yeah. Let's do it out of this. Let's do the adhesive sheets on the back as before. Too much. Yeah. Sometimes less is more. Adhesive sheets, absolute godsend for dies that are this intricate. You really, really do want to have something that's going to help you stick this down. You could use Tombow or fine tip glue, but do you know what? Go for an easy life. If you can make it easy, why wouldn't you? She says, now struggling to peel the back off of the adhesive sheet. Right, let's run that through trusty cut and emboss. This glimmer paper comes from the pack of in colour glimmer paper. So it has 5 sheets, one for each of the new in colours. And of course, one of them is this beautiful petunia pop. That down. Now this time when I'm poking it out, I'm going to be careful not to lose the dot of the eye like I did with the previous one. I don't think you noticed it. It was not badly missed, but I don't want to miss it this time. I want to use it this time. Let's put it there carefully so it doesn't ping across the room like the orange one did. Let's get the card, peel off the backing. There we go. And now let's put that round about here. There we go. And now the tiny little dot for the eye. Gonna stick there. Right. There we go. So these are our our 4 cards that we've done then using these dies. The first one done using more of the oranges and reds, and then the second one, so these ones both very, very similar, just using different papers. These ones kind of the same, but this one has got this acetate bridge over the front with the word friend, revealing the heart underneath. Do you have a favourite? You've got the square one with the hearts. You've got the hearts that's done in the oranges and reds. You've got the hearts done in the blues and purples. And then you've got the heart with the bridge, the acetate bridge over the front. Let me know in the comments which one is your favourite, which one you like best. I'm struggling. I do like the blues and the pinks a lot, but I do like them all. Okie dokie. Right, I did promise you a 3D item as well. This one's a really, really quick one. And it's based on a swap that I received. So in my clearing out of, in my clearing out of my craft room, I've been going through all the swaps that I received from the different Stampin' Up events that I've been to, and I found this one and I thought it was really super cute, and so I thought I'm going to try and recreate this. So I'm going to use, these are the Flowering Zinnias 12 by 12 papers. They are beautiful, and I need my trimmer. There it is. So for this little pouch, you need a piece of paper that is 6 by 6. So I'm going to put that straight into the trimmer, right down at the bottom. That's the 6-inch mark. So I don't even need to measure. I just put it all the way down to the line. And that's me got a square, which is 6 by 6. Oh, I should start off by showing you what it looks like. So this is the little pouch. It's double-sided. And I think there were after 8s that just slotted into there on both sides. There was a little bit of ribbon around there, and then this little tag. I took the ribbon off and I took the tag off so that I could recreate this. So I am going to take it apart so I can see how it was done, because I thought it was quite clever and I thought it looked easy-ish. I'm pretty sure they started off with a 6 by 6. They did. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, do you know what, I'm going to abandon the trimmer. I'm just going to use my bone folder. So the first thing I want to do is fold it in half diagonally. My mum will be watching this going, oh, it's a nappy pouch. No, that's a different kind of pouch. Another very fun and easy one to do, but no, this one we use slightly differently. Now, how did they measure this? This is why I got my ruler handy. Then we want to fold the papers in. How far did they fold these in? Got to be an easy way to measure this, she says, hopefully and optimistically. Right, do you know what? We're going to do it at 7 centimetres and hope for the best. If this doesn't work, then, well, do you know what? We tried. So I've got my line down the centre there to kind of keep me straight. I'm going to take it to 7 centimetres on my trimmer at this certain point here. I'm going to make sure these 2 points are straight so that this goes along. I'm going to use my scoring blade, score, 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 rather than my cutting blade. And I'm going to fold that in. Let's do the same at the other side. See how this works. You know how I said I thought this would be easy? Rethinking this. Score, score, score. Gently with your scoring blade on the trimmer because it can be quite sharp. Right. Do you know what? I think that's all right. Next, what's she done? Is it 1/2 inch each side from the centre? So that center mark, then we need to go down 1/2 inch. So let's take it to there. Oh, there we go. We just line up these points with the 1/2 inch mark on our trimmer. Score, score, score gently. And then turn it 90 degrees and do the same again. Sorry, 180 degrees. Just going to use that center point to make sure that I've got it straight. Right, so next we kind of fold it like that. So you've got this pleat bit in the center. Then fold these pieces in. Yeah, got it. So you've got this pleat bit in the center like that. Night, Mum. I'm glad you like the one with the bridge. There we go. So then you fold these pieces in, fold the whole thing in half like that, and then these pieces fold back out like that. And then we're going to poke a hole there at the top, and you've got these little pouches on either side. Now, what they had done on the original one is done a little belly band along the bottom to hold things in, which is quite cute. But I think that's actually really sweet. And yes, as I say, after 8 would just fit into that pouch just nicely. Right, probably need a little bit more practice on that one, I think. I do like the original one, and I think I've just about got it. Might need to make that slightly longer, but what do you think? Nice little pouch, not sure about it. Maybe with a belly band it would look nicer. Try that for another night. Okay, flip back to me to say night night. I hope you have enjoyed this evening's crafting. We've done a lot tonight, goodness, it's been over an hour. But I hope you've had a good time. If you've got any questions, as always, just get in touch. Stacey, Marion, I'll make sure that I get catalogues out in the post to you ASAP. And Stacey, I'll send you through the information about the Christmas in July class. And I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye.